Hey YouTubers, welcome to another episode of ESGN Gamecenter. And today we are going to talk about the Home Run Derby and the 84th annual All-Star Game, or as a lot of people like to call it, the Midsummer Classic. And I'm playing on MLB 13 to show you guys some simulation, I guess you can call it, of what the computer decide who's going to win in this year's All-Star, or this year's Home Run Derby. As you know, the Home Run Derby is in New York City. It's at City Park or City Field, where the Mets play, and David Wright and Robinson Cano, trying to spit it out there, are the team captains for the NL and AL teams for the Home Run Derby. They got to get the honor to pick their three other teammates they're going to represent the teams in the National League and the American League in the Home Run Derby. So here you see, you got Wright, Cano, Gonzalez, Fielder, Kadire, Davis, Harper, and Elecaspestes. I think I got to say that right. I'm not sure. Probably wrong. So don't harp at me because I'm not good at the Latin names. But the Home Run Derby is tonight. It starts at 7 Central on ESPN. ESPN does a really good job of showing all different camera angles, and they've been doing this for up to 10 years now. They know what they're doing. It's always great to watch, see the fans go out for home run stuff. I know last year I didn't get the opportunity. I wanted to, but it was in Kansas City, and I live 45 minutes from Kansas City, and I promised myself I was going to go to the Home Run Derby last year when the All-Star Game was there, and same thing with the All-Star Game. I was really want to go, but didn't get the honor, get a chance to. I believe I was working at the time, so I was working 2 jobs actually, and I couldn't have the night off, so it wouldn't have worked out anyway. But yeah, it's a great event, and there you see David Wright, his numbers from last year for his season for the 2012 season. But yeah, City Field is one of the newer ballparks. It's been around for a while now, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let's talk about the All-Star Game some. The All-Star Game is going to be there on Tuesday night, and that starts at 7 Central on Fox. And it's the 84th annual event. And the last time the Mets held a All-Star Game event was in 1964 when it was their inaugural season at Shea Stadium. So, it's been, a little over 30 years that they've had any kind of All-Star event, and Mets are still considered to me, they're still considered one of the younger teams because they were started back in the late 60s, early 70s, and so on and so forth. But let's go to talk about the starters that were elected by us, the MLB fans. In the American League, the starters are going to be Joe Mauer, Chris Davis of the Orioles, who's having a really great season, Robinson Cano, who's been holding it down for the Yankees with all the injuries they've had, Miguel Cabrera, Mr. Triple Crown from last year for the Tigers, be his 8th appearance. J.J. Harding of the Orioles will be his 2nd. Mike Trout of the Angels, who was a phenomenon last year and continuing that on into the 2013 campaign, will be his 2nd appearance at the All-Star Game. Adam Jones, one of the guys that in my fantasy ball team, I have him. Always got to give me the numbers year in, year out. It'll be his 3rd appearance at the All-Star Game. Joey Bats, a.k.a. Probably on his birth certificate it says Jose Bautista for the Blue Jays. It'll be his 4th. And David Ortiz of the Red Sox will make his 9th appearance at the All-Star Game, and he will be the DH for the American League. Now, for the NL elected starters, Yadier Molina for the Cardinals will be his 5th. Joey Votto of the Reds will be his 4th. Brandon Phillips, also from the Reds, will be his 5th. David Wright, of course, he will be there because that is his stadium there, and it's his house, if you want to put it that way. Be his 7th. Troy Tulowitzki of the Rockies will be his 3rd. Carlos Beltran of the Cardinals will be his 8th. Also another Rockies player, Carlos Gonzalez, aka Cargo, will be his 2nd, and Bryce Harper of the Nationals will have also his 2nd appearance at the Midsummer Classic. And of course the reserves, these are guys that are going to be coming in, pretty much your bench players. These are basically the coaches and players just like that voted these guys in. Some of them also been voted in by us, the fans. From the American League, I'm only going to name some of these. I'm not going to name all of these, but Salvador Perez of the Royals, a local fan favorite here where I live at, is making his first appearance. Prince Fielder of the Tigers, his 5th appearance. Dustin Pedroia, my boy, of the Red Sox, making his 4th appearance. And Alex Gordon of the Royals also making his first appearance at the Midsummer Classic. And then in the National League, we got Buster Posey of the Giants making his 2nd appearance. Brian McCann will be filling in for Freddie Freeman, who will not be able to participate in the Midsummer Classic because of injury. He was a last-minute write-in and is now part of the National League team. Craig Allen of the Cardinals also making his first appearance. Matt Carpenter of the Cardinals also making his first appearance. Marco Scudero of the Giants making his first appearance. Michael Cuddyer of the Rockies making his 2nd. And the cover boy of this game that you guys are watching right now, MLB 13, the show, cover boy Andrew McCutchen will be there for representing the Pirates and making his 3rd appearance in the Midsummer Classic. So as you see here, we're see Prince Fielder and Derek Jeter talking about Prince 5 home runs that he got in the first round. His longest was 473 yards. This was actually pretty fun watching. I believe some of these guys I played as. I also had the computer play as some of them. Like I said, the Home Run Derby is always fun to really get into, and I know some people that have actually put money on this, saying how many home runs, or they like to gamble, but say how many home runs the guy's gonna get, or what guy's gonna get busted out of the first round or whatever. I don't really do that. I like it for what it is. It's a home run derby. It's an exhibition type of game. This is for the fans. The fans want to see the long ball. The long ball is home run. We get so fascinated with the home run, just like we do in basketball with the slam dunk. We just get amazed by it, and we act like it's the first time we've ever seen it. Which, in baseball, I really enjoy baseball because what you can do with a bat, a 32-ounce bat, and a ball that's about six inches in diameter or whatever, and you smack it over a fence. That's quite a feat, and what these guys do, the great hand-eye coordination, is amazing. I think I said this in another video, but I used to play baseball in middle school and high school, and tried it at college. Didn't have the skills, I guess you could say, in college. Couldn't really cut it out, but I enjoyed it. I did learn a lot from guys that played some summer league ball, and they were just on a different level than I was. But I did still. To this day, I'm still friends with a lot of these guys that play baseball. Some of them play on. A couple of them guys have been drafted in the Major League Baseball, and then some just play still probably in Double-A, still minor league baseball. But some just play for fun, and I every so often I get my friends around and people I know in the neighborhoods like that. My nephew, some of his little buddies, I help teach them how to play the game of baseball, and I really enjoy it. It's fun, and like I said, I'm a huge baseball fan. If any sport I pay attention to the most is baseball, with the exception of this year because I've been kind of busy with work and everything. But I mean, this time of year it's we kind of weed out of who is going to be pretenders and who are going to be contenders, and of course the contenders usually are the pretenders. And then you get teams that come out of nowhere and end up, winning the division, which I really like to see. But let's talk about some teams right now. One of the best teams right now, hot right now, are the St. Louis Cardinals. Man, talk about a team. Talk about a team that normally would normally have a guy like Albert Pujols on their back, and they don't even need a guy like him. They got the great pitching and everything, which helps them out. So big ups to them. Of course, you got the Yankees. They're gradually coming back. Jeter just came back just a couple days ago here over the weekend. And of course, he's got to get his baseball legs back underneath him. And like I tell people, why are we crying about the Yankees being down? When they're down, they're never out. They're always in it. So they're gonna be in the mix somewhere in there. Once they get all their guys back, healthy and whatnot, they will be back in the mix, and you'll see, teams like the Orioles and the Red Sox and the Yankees battle out for the AL Central or AL East division. Of course, the Royals around here, they were in first place for that first month of the season, and then kind of been slipping close to 17 games they lost, and then they start rebounding back. Of course, they've been sending guys down to the AAA down up to Omaha, bringing guys from Omaha to the major leagues, which is working out pretty well for them. Haven't really got to catch too many of those games this year, but what I've read in papers like that, the Royals have, I believe they're within the earshot of first place. I can't remember the exact number. I want to say 6, somewhere like 6 games out of first place, something like that. But there's still plenty of time, and that's the thing about baseball, which I've been getting to was, it's a game that you could play an excellent first half. I mean, you could be on top of the world, have the best record, like the Cardinals have right now. But that record could easily turn, and it could get you into a lot of hot water, and being from first place to last place, just with the coming back from the break and not getting to your routine. Of course, they'll have a day off on. They have a day off today, and then they'll play the game Tuesday, tomorrow night, the All-Star Game, and they'll have a day off again on Wednesday, and they'll get back into it on Thursday. Of course, there won't be that many games. I think there'll be less than half the teams will be playing usually on Thursday a lot of times, because Thursdays and Mondays are usually off days for a lot of teams in the league. So like I said, it's going to be really interesting to see where some of these teams are. The teams that are in first place right now, can they stay in first place? And then, of course, this is also too. This is trade deadline. You hear a lot of rumors. You hear a lot of he said, she said type of stuff, and it makes you kind of wonder, what teams are going to make a move. What team's going to make that blockbuster trade that we always want to hear about during the year. Of course, for me, it was just 2 years ago where we got rid of, which I was pretty fine with. We got rid of Josh Beckett, which I was fine with, because to me personally, he was kind of I think he's a little past his prime, to be quite all honest. But I was really upset when we got rid of Adrian Gonzalez. I just had this feeling that I thought that was the right set for us, because I've been wanting him. I think it was 2 seasons prior to when he got traded from Boston to Los Angeles. I kept telling people, like, we got to get him, got to lock him for a long-term deal, because this guy, the Padres can't. I mean, the Padres at the time were trying to build around him, but couldn't. But of course, 2 years later they finally get him, and then turn around, they trade him off. And then of course, I still say to this day, call me a conspiracy nut, but I honestly think that Crawford was that was kind of a thing with that, the Rays were like, okay, we'll let you go, whatever, and he came in and all this drama going on, and just took the money and just like, okay, I got my money, I'm go ahead, you guys go ahead and trade me. But of course, the Dodgers picked up the tab and paid all, continued paying him for that contract. So, and that's another thing. The Dodgers have all this money and everything, and of course they haven't been struggling this year. They've kind of been off and on. But the rookie player, I'm trying to look at his name right now. I can't pronounce it. Pugh. I don't know if I said it right or not. Probably not. But that young rookie, he is phenomenal. I mean, that is great for the Dodgers. Having a homegrown talent come out of their farm system there and getting him into bringing him up to the major leagues. Just in this, he's only played I think about a month and a half of baseball, and he's already, at the rate he's doing, he's doing great. So he needs to definitely keep it up. But let's get back. Let's talk about the All-Star Game. I meant to mention the pitchers, the most important guys of them all. Pitchers, I believe. Okay, well, originally it was going to be Clay Buchholz, which would be his second appearance. He was going to be the starter, but he is being removed because of injury. He's being replaced by Glenn Perkins. And then let's see, we got Brett Cecil from the Blue Jays. His first appearance. Bartolo Colon. He will not. He was originally supposed to be on the team. He will be replaced by, I believe it's Grant Belfort of the A's, because Colon has an injury. And then you got King Felix of the Mariners. His fourth appearance. Yu Darvish. Originally he was supposed to be in the All-Star Game because of of course. They say injury, but a lot, especially with him, it's because they don't want to overdo him. They're going to treat him probably on the same kind of regimen like Strasburg was a couple years ago. Only so many pitches, and they want to kind of rest him up for the second half. But Darvish will be replaced by Rays pitcher Matt Moore. Will be his first appearance in the All-Star Game. What else? Chris Tillman will replace Justin Verlander because of injury. Verlander, this year I didn't play fantasy baseball, but normally I would, and I'm kind of glad I didn't this year because Justin Verlander usually he's like my person I build my team around as a fantasy owner. It's sad to see him being injured and not in the All-Star Game. And then you got Mario Rivera, who just came back from that freakishly injury that he had at just towards the end of the year last season for the Yankees. It happened here in Kansas City, of all things, and that was a freak injury. Don't get me wrong, I'm no way of I don't like Mario Rivera. As a player, but as a person, he's watched a couple of interviews on ESPN. Really down-to-earth guy, really modest, really humble, and he knew that his gift could have been taken away from him, and now it's back. Even though I don't want to see him back on necessarily pitching against my team, and doing really good against the Red Sox, he is a good ambassador of the game, a guy who you don't hear bad things about him when it comes to off the field, or even on the field type of stuff. He's a good guy, but he wears pinstripes. He wears Yankee pinstripes, so I can't. I'm just about to puke right now just talking about that. Better stop. But with let's continue on with more of the pitchers. Joe Nathan of the Rangers, his sixth appearance, and then Chris Sale of the White Sox to make his second appearance at the All-Star Game. As for the National League, we got Jason Grilli, who's been a phenomenal closer for the Pirates. He'll make his first appearance. Matt Harvey of the Mets making his first. Clayton Kershaw of the Dodgers. Again, Dodgers got good pitchers, and this is definitely he's the ace of that club, making his third appearance. Craig Kimbrell of the Braves making his third. Another great closer. Cliff Lee of the Phillies making his fourth. Adam Wainwright of the Cardinals. Again, the Cardinals have a great ball club, and one of the aces right there. He definitely is a good pick for that National League team. He'll make his second appearance in the All-Star Game. And Travis Wood of the Cubs making his first appearance of the All-Star Game. So I hope you guys had a chance to go out and vote for your favorite players down there. If not, I know there's a lot of snubs. I read an article today, or actually yesterday, about a lot of people. There were some snubs of people that should have made the All-Star team. And I mean, a lot of players you gotta remember. A lot of players gotta remember. This is what the fans want. It may not serve because of numbers. It's just because they're fan favorites. They enjoy seeing them and want to see them in this exhibition. Well, I guess you can't really say it's an exhibition anymore because they're trying to earn something, which is the right to host the World Series for their team. And of course, these guys are going to do everything they can. I believe it was 2006 when we had a tie, and which kind of started this whole, playing every inning, every out, like it's like we're going for something, which they are going for something because their team could, especially if their team's in the hunt of being in the playoffs, could, if they win this game for their league, and their team's still in the and their team gets in the playoffs, they're playing for, they're basically playing for a chance to have home field advantage in the World Series, which is very important, especially if you're a team that's not good on the road. And if you definitely don't want to start, if you're not good on the road and you end up starting your first two games on the road, it's going to be hard for you. So you want that home field advantage. You want that, as they say, that home cooking, as they say in the as a metaphor. They want that good home cooking, and they want to get their fans behind them and support them going into the first two games of the World Series. So my pick for again for the All-Star Game will have to be, hands down, it's going to have to be the American League. Like I said, I'm an American League boy through and through. With the Red Sox as my favorite team. My second favorite team is the Cardinals, but my first love is the Red Sox, just because a lot of players I've followed throughout the years, and I'm a homer. I'll be honest, I'm a homer. So you see Bryce Harper. I don't know why I was going to say Blake Griffin. Bryce Harper is your winner in this simulation for the Home Run Derby. So could he do that tonight? We'll see. Have to find out and see. Prince Fielder won it and whatnot. I think he was an American Leaguer at the time. But could this young phenom? I should have looked up to see who was the last National Leaguer that won it. But can Harper win put that on his mantle and have that? Having that, and then his team possibly winning, be in the playoffs and win the World Series would be even. I think he would like that even more. So we'll have to find out and see. But there you see the highlight reel of all the players' home runs in the second round, or in the first all three rounds there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to play this game, especially if you guys haven't played this game online. It's a blast. It's a lot of fun. You get to play against other people who are currently online throughout the whole world. It's a lot of fun to play, and definitely watch. Get away from your PS2 or PS3s. Watch the All-Star Game and watch these guys do these amazing feats with hitting, using a stick and hitting the ball over the field, over a fence. It's a lot of fun, you guys. It's a blast. And if you get a chance to go, if you're in the New York area, you get a chance to go see this tonight. Hopefully, you got tickets. Go see this. Go check it out. If not, watch it on TV like I am, and sit back for a great show. It's gonna be a great time. But who do you guys think is gonna win it out of this? My money is set. I actually kind of like to see Bryce Harper win this, so be a lot of fun to see. Alright, well, that is it for this video of ESGNet Gamecenter, talking about the 2013 All-Star Game and 2013 Home Run Derby. As always, keep each other healthy, and I will see you guys here next time here on ESGNet. See you guys.